Last week I lost a domestic violence restraining order trial, and my client was the petitioner, so she was the person who was attempting to get a restraining order against the respondent, against the bad guy, the other party, the rapist. And the judge granted a temporary restraining order and extended it for several months, but ultimately the judge denied the permanent restraining order in this case. Now, normally, you lose a case, that's sometimes the end of the story, but in this situation, there's a lot more. So I told people I lost the trial, but what I didn't tell people yet is that the respondent, the bad guy, the rapist, he lied and perjured himself all throughout the trial and all throughout my cross-examination of him. And, the one reason that that's going to be really helpful is because now the bad guy, his story is changing about what happened with this sexual assault. It's changed multiple times. Now, when he started lying to me on the stands, was I surprised? Internally I was a little surprised, but I was prepared for it, so I had a different set of questions to ask him if he were to start lying, or what I believed to be him lying. And then I started asking him a lot of questions that would just put him in circles and that would make him contradict his earlier statements that he made on the record. So I just got the court reporter's records back, and you know how I said in the trial he perjured himself a bunch of times? I got the bad guy to give conflicting stories of what happened and to give conflicting statements about the same situation from one court hearing to another court hearing. Now, we turned over all of those documents to the police, to the authorities, because there's still a criminal investigation pending about this assault. So one positive thing is, when you go to certain trials, when you try to get a restraining order, when you try to get an injunction, or, go to small claims court, each separate court has its purpose, and they each have a separate set of laws that they need to enforce. So just because you might lose a case in one venue doesn't mean you're going to lose the war, and it doesn't mean that there's not other battles you're fighting all throughout the world. So we turned over the records to the police. Now the police have conflicting statements, not from my client about what happened, but from the bad guy about what happened. And this is all before they've even had the opportunity to sit him down, interrogate him, and interview him. So I wonder what he's going to say next. So this is just a really good reminder that you got to look at the big picture sometimes and look at the big war that's happening, not each of the individual fights. But you always got to try to win every fight. But even if you don't win a fight, make sure you have some takeaways that will help you win the war. And that's what we did with this client. Is now the criminal investigation, the criminal case is going to be ongoing, and it's going to be pursued. And hopefully we can get some justice for my client. And hopefully it comes with a prosecution and jail time. So I just want to give everyone a good heads up. Wishing everyone a happy Tuesday, and gosh, count your blessings. It's a beautiful day outside today in San Jose, California. But count your blessings. Be happy that you're alive and that we get to live to fight another day. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.